This is Baruch Fleischman, and this is the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. This is Song 34 of our true King, King David. The thing is that, as we see from the story we're about to hear, is that our king was constantly trying to attach himself to the Almighty. This is the way the king works. So he speaks to the Almighty about things that he understands, things that he doesn't. We ought to understand that, contrary to the way that the world thinks, that bigger is better, and that the salvation will come from the outside somewhere. But the truth is that salvation comes from the inside. That I am Hashem, B'kerev ha'aretz, in the midst of the land, in the midst of physicality. It is me who makes physicality be. Now, to truly appreciate this psalm, we must be aware of the events which inspired it. The Midrash Shocher Tov provides the essential background. Kehelah says, he made everything beautiful in its proper time. David said to the Holy One, blessed be He, all that you created is beautiful, and wisdom is the most beautiful of all. But David, speaking to Hashem, he's just bited with Hashem, and he says, however, I fail to appreciate the value of madness. What satisfaction can you revive from a lunatic walking about, ripping his clothing, chased by little children, and mocked by all? What happens in the world that we live in, the world of addiction, the world of insanity? So God replied, David, by your life, I promise that you will someday need this madness which you now criticize. As King Solomon said, he who despises something will be punished by it. Furthermore, David, I promise that you will even pray that I give this madness to you. A short time later, David, forced to escape from the wrath of Saul, fled to the land of the Philistines with nothing but the sword of Goliath, or we pronounce this Goliath, which he took from the giant after slaying. Goliath's brothers were the bodyguards of Achish, who was the king of the Philistine city of Gath. Now you have to understand this all taking place in Gaza, in Greater Gaza, but it's Gaza, the same Gaza that we deal with today. They recognized David and the sword of their recently slain brother. They asked the king for permission to avenge Goliath by killing David. After some hesitation, the king agreed. Upon hearing this, David prayed for help. What do you wish? God said. Please give me a measure of that madness which I once criticized. David assumed the role of a madman, acting strangely. He wrote on the city gates, King Achish owes me 100 million coins, and his wife 50 million. The mother and daughter of Achish also went mad. They shouted and raved insanely inside the palace, and David ranted outside. Exasperated, Achish drove David away, saying, am I lacking in mad people, that you bring this fellow to rave in my presence? Then David composed this psalm in gratitude for his madness. So, Psalm number 34. A song to David when we disguised his sanity before Abimelech, who drove him out and he left. I shall bless Hashem at all times. Always shall his praise be in my mouth. In Hashem does my soul glory. May humble ones hear and be glad. Declare the greatness of Hashem with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought out Hashem, and he answered me, and from all my terrors he delivered me. They looked to him and become radiant, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man called, and Hashem hears. From all his troubles he saved him. The angel of Hashem encamps around his reverent ones, and he releases them. Taste and see that Hashem is good. Praiseworthy is the man who takes refuge in him. Fear Hashem, you, his holy ones, for there's no deprivation for his reverent ones. Young lions may want and hunger, but those who seek Hashem will not lack any good. Go, O sons, heed me. The fear of Hashem will I teach you. Which man desires life? Who loves days of seeing good? Guard your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceitfully. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of Hashem are toward the righteous, and his ears to their city. The face of Hashem is against evildoers, to exorcise from earth their memory. They cried out, and Hashem hears, and from all their troubles he rescues them. Hashem is close to the brokenhearted, and those crushed in spirit. He saves many, he saves. Many are the mishaps of the righteous man, but from them all Hashem rescues him. He guards all his bones, not even one of them was broken. The death blow of the wicked is evil, and the haters of the righteous will be condemned. Hashem redeems the soul of his servants, and all who take refuge in him will not be condemned. This is Baruch Fleischman. It's the Tikkun Elevator Kolo, trying to reach out.